we're back. Mark here, and guys, we're finally getting the Tins Flower today, and I'm very excited to finally enter the Demon Lord's Palace and everything, but goodness gracious, is like beating my ass down. I can't tell you how, I can't tell you why, but it's been a time. It's been a time. Today, though, boy, I tell you today, I'm pretty happy because we get to fight one of my favorite bosses that I fucking need back in this game. One more time, please. You do fight him quite recently in the story, which really made me happy. Good old version 7 never fails, right? But yeah, we're fighting the best boss ever again. First episode, I told you guys we'd be going at his ass one more time. But yeah, we're getting the Tins Flower for realsies in the real times or whatever. This is actually the last boss, the last real boss of version 2, which is so funny because it's like the prologue, and then I don't know, version 1 and 2 feel like their own kind of standalone game. So having this first guy, you know, this first goofball with literally the best weapon in the game, come back and be like, I'm here, and you know, he has this great design as well in his disguise, and it's like, what the fuck? I don't even know if you can find him in town as an NPC, but yeah, I had a really fun time first time around with this one, and I really wanted to tell that story and just give you guys a little bit of insight on that, because the graphics in this game, the moments in this game are some of my favorite. Story is very enriching, and it's just overall relaxing experience. It feels like nostalgic, but also new at the same time. You know, I get to connect with different types of people, a different type of MMO as well. I guess it's sort of like a what do you call that? Like a stimming activity. You know, one of my stims from being quite an autistic individual. I'd say this definitely counts as a hyper focus, because it's been a good couple of years now I've been on this train, and I think it will be a good couple of years because, you know, we started this. I like finishing things. You know, I'm not the quitter. I usually work at a job until I get fired or until I find something else, which, you know, happens within like a year or two because people piss me off, and then I'm just like, well, if you're pissing me off, I'm not gonna crash out on you. I'm just gonna leave. Just gonna leave. And everyone does it eventually, guys. I don't feel like that's a bad thing. You know, a lot of people think my way of life and my style of living is so depressing and so, oh my god, he's gonna kill himself, he's gonna die alone. But you know what? Every relationship has an expiration date, and I just see that so easily far in the future. You know, I'll have like maybe 2 or 3 conversations with someone, and I'm like, 5 years in the future, we're probably gonna crash out, and it's probably gonna be in this way because I just know your ideals and I know my ideals, so I just don't want to fucking deal with you anymore. Is that bad? Yes and no. Yes and no. I feel like it's indicative part of this generation. Like, I feel like if I had tons of disposable income, I wouldn't mind making a bunch of shitty friends, but I'm trying to fucking survive, guys. You know, when you're trying to survive, you can't go out to a party every weekend after college. And when people say you can't go to a party every weekend after college, and someone's like mad at you for that, I'm not gonna fucking talk to you again. I'm not. I'm sorry. Am I bad? Am I a bad person for that? I used to know a lot of people. I used to be happy knowing a lot of people. I used to think I had a lot of good friends and contacts in my phone, and all the hundreds and hundreds of phone numbers I had were actually valuable. And the truth is, guys, you join enough MLMs and you realize how many of these people really don't want to talk to you about anything that's not the thing you connected with. Go back to this one aspect that I keep telling you. You know, the 3 entities of a relationship, that third entity between you guys is usually that what you connected with first, what you connected on. And it can be so simple, like the color of your shoes, someone's name sounding similar. But like, people aren't gonna take you beyond that. And in your own realm, in the one part of the situation that is you're thinking, I'm with this. So the one in between is also a little bit with this, but you don't know really what's about that other entity of the relationship that is the them, and you don't know what's really in that part of the relationship that's between you, which is the us. You're gonna have to find that out through your relationship with them, and if it's not coded that much, it's not gonna be that baked. And you bring in something like a business, something like a transaction, and then, you know, that's what it's coded with. That's just what it is. It's just what it is. That's how women get into such abusive relationships so easily. Because if they do it early on, it's just what the fuck he is, man. It's just what the transaction is. Actually, I paid for this, guys. Actually, he's not beating me. I signed up for this. Willingly. Knowing what the fuck he is. I signed up for it. Signed up for it, and if he did something different, I'd be fucking weirded out, actually. I'd be like, what the fuck is going on? You know, it's just like this game. Like, if this game suddenly transformed into an FPS in version 3, I would, you know, I'd probably still be with it, but I would be like, okay, this is a little weird. You know, I signed up for something different. I signed up for something different. And since day one, this thing been fucking my ass, beating my shit, beating my meat. And that's really, and this is a bad thing about humans, which is why I generally hate the human race. This is really the only thing we value is consistency, is showing up, that effort, you know, and that is the entire Mother Nature value of humans in the world, because all animals do is just kind of follow their instincts and their just natural code of whatever happens, I'm gonna do it, right? But as humans, we have a choice. We have free will. Don't you love it, guys? Don't you love being free? Free will makes us accountable for our actions. And I know you ladies hate that word, but we're all accountable for our actions, right? Every single one of us. Because we have free will. So you have a choice to do either what is moral to your code, to your actions. You have a choice to either tell what is truthful to your awareness, to your perception, or you have a choice to do what is against that or false. You have a choice. Because you have that free will, the consistency of whatever you do, the consistency is where people see your value. If you're a constant liar and you just lie your ass off and you've lied yourself into a wonderful situation, people are gonna respect that fucking lie. Especially people that know it, they're gonna respect the fuck out of that lie. But if you're a truthful motherfucker, you tell one lie, guess what happens, man? You're that lie man. You know, nobody respects you now. Nobody trusts you now. And of course you can build that back, but you see, the thing is, the more you do it, the longer you do it, the longer you hold steadfast, the longer you hold the line, people respect that shit. People endeavor to be that shit, because willpower is it's a rare commodity nowadays, I swear to God. I swear to God. So, notice yourself. Notice yourself slipping. Notice yourself falling. Notice yourself spinning and hula hooping. Oh yeah, baby. Notice yourself. Notice yourself. That's all consistency really takes, is just being self-aware. And then when you're self-aware, you know what you really want to do because you're self-aware of it. And you know what you're doing right now is not bringing you towards that. Which is why I say finding your purpose is both like the hardest and easiest thing to do in the world. It's so funny, right? It's like, because it's so easy to just wake up and think, I want to do this forever. But you have the fear and the anxiety and all the opinions of everybody else and the will it work, and then, you know, you have all these opinions coming in from 8,000 sides. You know, back in the day we used to actually just find something and just dumbass go into it, because to find this information, it was so gate kept. Nobody knew. That's why all these old guys are just saying, find a job, get a pension. That's really all they knew. They were just kind of winging it. And now we have a choice to wing it or not. Or to, you know, constantly goon on constant information, influx of words and consciousness. You know, have the AI do it for us. You know, have others think for us. We have the choice now. And a lot of Gen Z is rebuilding the world because of that choice. Because the avenues we normally have to find what you want to do, to find your purpose, don't fucking work. America is actively pushing us towards this individualist mindset, and it's really, like, today, it really is just pushed down on me, man. It's just fucked down on me, man. Like, I feel like I'm damn near socially deficient. I mean, when my morning walk today, I felt like a weirdo, man. I just felt like out of my own body. And I know what I want to do. I know what I want to be. But embodying that and putting myself there it could just be so... It'd be taxing sometimes. It'd be taxing sometimes. And you always feel like you're not doing enough. That's the worst thing. It's like, is 1% better today enough? I'm still broke. I'm still this. And I'm trying to do things to make myself happy. And it's like, what the fuck really makes you happy, dog? I don't fucking know. It's like nothing does. People think shit just pisses me off. I was just like, what doesn't piss me off enough? Well, what can I find that doesn't make me want to fucking scream? That's the only thing. That's the only thing. And I'm like, this is it. This is what you need. Just an avenue to get these thoughts out, because it can be drowning. And I've tried writing and reading, and it's okay, but just talking it out with someone, and not therapy, because therapists will try to give you... See, there's two avenues for a therapist. They'll either try to understand you, or they'll try to make you understand them. And it's like, okay. But either one doesn't really bring me to like happiness or glow. Like, if anything, going to therapy just gives me more questions. And I'm like, what? Why am I spending money to do things that I could just mull on my own time, And it's because I actively don't gain energy from it. Like, it's always such a drive and a hassle. And there's stuff like BetterHelp, which I do value. But that shit is expensive. And, just inherently AI-generated practices and shit like that, I feel like there's things that we shouldn't really delve into too far until we know all the facts, until we know all the sides. The BetterHelp story, in my eyes, is still unfolding. Just like version 2, just like the Tins Flower, we have to see all the sides. And I like to just know a lot of things, which is just what we're going into before. Like, you want to know all the facts before you jump in, just jump in, take actions. All these boomers saying this bullshit. It's just like we live in a different world. It's so difficult to throw care to the wind when it feels so unethical. What a world we live in. What a world we live in. But that was my rant. I hope you enjoyed that wonderful, wonderful boss and the cutscene as well. One of the best things about this game are the cutscenes. Really enjoying the shorts. Hope you guys are as well. It's probably what's gonna blow me up eventually, which I do not want to happen. Do not want to happen. This is more of like a catharsis podcast for me. And if it becomes too popular, then people I know are gonna start asking questions. And I will have to hit ignore more. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Whatever happens, you gotta let that shit flow free. You gotta let your nuts hang. And that's what I'm realizing about this more and more. Like, if you're this enriching, guru, mental state, calming person, you just gotta delve into that. You can't fight what your nature is telling you. Before I started this channel, I had multiple people come up to me. It's like, you give good guru energy. Like, I feel like you'd be a good guide for something. And I'm like, yeah, It's just try shit. Be creative on what you want to grind on. But, consistency, man. And it's so annoying to hear. Especially from me, of all people. Yeah. Because it's like, yeah, I've been practicing what I preach, but delayed gratification is taking a long fucking time. It's like, am I not going hard enough? Am I stupid? But that's always when you're about to do it, So I'll just keep deluding myself. I don't even know what I'm really chasing, just maybe a certain threshold of income. I'd really like that job. Been trying to get a work from home job, a remote job for so long, man. But whatever happens, I will trust in myself, I will trust in God, I will trust in the source. As you should. We have to be aware of where we are now, where we were before, and just hope, man. I know a lot of people lost it nowadays, but just hope. Just fucking hope, my guy. There's only one path forward, and that is to subscribe! Get that Tins Flower. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next time.